his gut, paralysis that filled him like a damp wind collecting over a bog. People didn't understand how much it really took. The bosses back home didn't know the price of each mission, of each instance where someone looking from the distance could say, "Good job, good mission, way to go. Another star in the folder, eh, Mark?" He died a little bit every moment on those missions. He felt dead now, heart pumping, lungs filling, but just as certainly dead inside. Stoner's sat phone began to ring. He pulled it out but had trouble hearing. "Stoner, this is Dog." It was Colonel Tecumseh Dog Bastion, the leader of Dreamland himself, miles away over the border circling in an EB-52 megafortress to provide radar coverage. "This is Stoner," Stoner yelled into the sat phone, trying to make himself heard over the Helo's turbines. "Stoner, tell your pilot and Colonel Brazoff there are 4 MiGs headed in your direction," said Colonel Bastion. "They're about 10 minutes away from the helicopters." "4 what?" "4 MiGs. Russian fighters. Get the hell out of there. Get over the border." "We're working on it, Colonel." Stoner turned to Colonel Brazoff and tugged on his arm. "There are fighter jets headed in our direction," he said. "They're about 10 minutes away." Brazoff's face blanched. He'd said on takeoff that it would take the helicopters roughly 30 minutes to reach the border, then went forward to the cockpit to tell the pilots. There were 30 soldiers in the rear of the helicopter, along with 2 of the prisoners, a dozen boxes from the church, and the 2 footlockers. There were also several bodies stacked at the back. The Aerospatiale was designed to hold about 25 men, counting the crew. The extra weight slowed it down dramatically. Brazoff returned, a frown on his face. "We will stay very low to the ground," he said, shouting in Stoner's ear. "They may not see us on their radar, but it will be tight." The helicopter suddenly veered hard to the left. Stoner had trouble staying on his feet. The chopper ran a tight zigzag across the fields, the pilot trying to get as close as possible to the trees and buildings so the Aerospatiale would blend into their radar returns and be lost to the MiGs. It was a time-honored solution to the problem of escaping more powerful aircraft. The problem was the aircraft they were trying to dodge had look-down radar specifically designed to counter that tactic, and the French-made helicopter wasn't the most maneuverable chopper in the air. Stoner realized they were going to be caught. They had to do something desperate, sacrifice themselves, maybe, to save the others. "We're not going to make it," he told Brazoff finally. "We can't outrun them." The colonel nodded grimly. "A mother bird, when its nest is being attacked, pretends to be wounded, drawing the predators away," Stoner continued. "You could do the same. Have one of the helicopters peel off, get the MiGs interested, then land. Everyone runs for it. The MiGs come down and investigate. The other choppers get away. We make our way home by foot." Instead of answering, Brazoff went forward to the cockpit. Stoner glanced around the cabin. The troops were quiet now, aware they were being pursued. "You are full of good ideas, Mr. Stoner," said Brazoff, returning. Then he added, "The Russian aircraft are almost on us." "How far is the border?" The colonel just shook his head. "I would not ask my men to make a sacrifice I was unwilling to make myself," he said. "Neither would I," said Stoner. He glanced around the cabin as Brazoff spoke to the pilots. It was one thing to risk his own death, another to risk those of the men around him. He'd just saved a bunch of them. Undoubtedly, they were thinking about their families, about getting home, and now he was dooming them. Colonel Bastion was under orders not to interfere. Bastion wasn't exactly known for following orders, but in this case he might not have any choice. He was too far away to intercept the MiGs. Still, Stoner found himself wishing he would. The helicopter popped up suddenly. Stoner fell back against the bulkhead, then slipped and fell on the deck. Two of the